Hello everybody, this is Gemini Jets 1975 coming at you with a classic airport update number 9, right? It is number 9? Bryce? Yeah, thank you. And I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or Happy Kwanzaa, whichever holiday you celebrate. I hope you are with friends and or family and enjoying yourselves. So, before I get started, I do have two very, very special guests with me today. So please say hello, Gemini Jets JXXX.
Hello, guys.
And everybody, please say hello to Bryce's Aviation and Sirens. Please say hello.
Hello.
Thank you, guys. And if any of you have never seen one of my classic airport updates, I need to tell you that none of these airlines existed at the exact same time. So this is just kind of some random point on the timeline, not really, you know, having anything to do with reality, just a bunch of old airlines and or old liveries. So please do not get upset saying that these airlines and liveries never existed, because I know that. Okay, anyway, not to sound like a smart aleck, but just wanted to clear that up. So let's get started. Back here in the very back, we have an Eastern 757-200, which will be heading out to Kansas. Well, wait, I don't think 757s went to Kansas City. Going to Orlando. Then right here we have a Eastern Boeing 727-200 right there on the corner, and he will be heading to Kansas City. And then right here, the Eastern DC-930 will be going to Atlanta. Or did I already say that? It doesn't matter. Okay, right here on the taxiway, we have a United 777-300. This aircraft will be retired very shortly, since I did get the new release Gemini Jets. So say goodbye. This one, if I keep it, it would stay in this airport update. If not, I'm selling it. Right here. Oh, right, I didn't say where he's going. Let's see, United 777 is going to go to Denver. Right here, the Air Transat A330-200 is leaving for Montreal. Then over here on this taxiway, we have the Delta 777-200 in the Wavy Gravy livery, which will be going to London Gatwick. Then behind him is a National DC-10, which will be going to Miami. Yeah. All right, that does it for the taxiway. So let's start out with the terminals. Right here, the very back, we have a Continental DC-9-30, and he will be heading out to, let's say, Houston Intercontinental. Then we have a United 727-200, which will be flying out to Denver Stapleton. Then we have a Continental MD-82. He'll be flying out to Denver Stapleton as well. Then we have a Continental 727-200, and he's going out to Cleveland. New York Air 737-300, and he will be flying out to Washington Dulles. Texas International DC-930, he'll be heading out to Corpus Christi. TWA 727-200, he's going to be flying out to St. Louis. And the DC-930 TWA is going to go to Kansas City. Okay, just pushing back, we have a Braniff International 727-200 in the two-tone blue, and he'll be flying out to Corpus Christi. All right, the Braniff International 727-200 in the two-tone red. He just arrived from Orlando. Braniff International 727-200 in the two-tone green just arrived from Minneapolis. And the Braniff International two-tone orange will be flying out to what would be a good place? I'm trying to think here. Wichita, Kansas. Yeah. All right, and the Big Orange Braniff International 747-100 be operating as flight 401 to Honolulu. Right here, TWA L1011. He's going to be making a flight to Frankfurt, and then the 747 SP. He's going to be making a flight out to Honolulu. Continental DC-10 is going to be making a flight to Newark with continuing service to Manchester. Right, the Continental 777-200. He's going to be making a flight to Newark with continuing service. Actually, no. He'll be going out to Hong Kong. Forget that. Okay. The United 747 SP will be making a flight to Los Angeles with continuing service to Sydney. Alright, so let's move on to the next terminal. We have the Piedmont 727-200. He just arrived from Charlotte, and the 737-200 Piedmont will be flying out to Dayton, Ohio. Alright, right here we have the Air Florida 737-200, which will be making a flight to Miami. Next to him we have the Midwest Express DC-930, might be a 20 actually, and he's just pulling in after a flight from Milwaukee. The Midway Airlines DC-930 will be making a flight out to Chicago Midway. And then the Reno Air MD-83 just arrived in from Reno, Nevada. All right, back there we have a People Express 727-200 just arrived in from, oh dang it, Newark. And then right next to him is the People Express 737-200. Will be making a flight out to Newark here in about 5 minutes. Alright, next to them we have the US Air 727-200, and he just arrived in from Pittsburgh. And then the PSA DC-930, he just arrived from Los Angeles. Alright, back in the back, the the Pan Am terminal. We have the Pan Am 727-200. He'll be making a flight out to Miami with continuing service to Barbados. Next to him, see if I can get a better view. We have the Pan Am 747-100. And he just arrived from London Heathrow. The Pan Am 747 SP will be making a flight out to Tokyo, Narita. The Pan Am A300 just arrived from Moscow. Excuse me. The Pan Am L1011 just arrived from Sao Paulo. Right here, the British Airways DC-10, new model. He'll be making a flight to London Heathrow. And the Concorde just arrived from London Heathrow. And then back there is the Air Canada A319. He'll be making, or he's just arriving in from Toronto. All right. Now, guys, let's do the Delta terminal. Back there in the back is the Northwest 757-200, just arriving from Minneapolis. The Northwest DC-930 will be making a flight to Memphis. The Republic 727-200 is going to Detroit. Delta Express 737-200 flying to Orlando. Delta MD-11 making a flight to Portland with continuing service to Seoul, Korea. Then we have the Delta DC-930 just arrived from Savannah. Delta 727-200 making a flight to DFW. Delta MD-88 just arrived from Charleston. Delta L-1011 TriStar will be making a flight to Honolulu. Delta 767-200 just arrived from Miami. Delta DC-8-71 just arrived from, let's say, San Francisco. Then we have the Northeast 727-200 making a flight to Boston, and the Western 727-200 just arrived from Salt Lake City. All right, then right here, the Delta Cargo L-100 will be making his daily flight to Atlanta. All right. Then last but not least, we have the, well, it kind of is a regional terminal, but that's not really what it's being used for here. ASA ATR-72. Oh, he'll be making a flight to Shreveport with continuing service to Monroe, then Atlanta. Then we have the Alaska MD-82 be making a flight to Portland, and the Alaska 727-200 just arrived from Anchorage via Seattle. Then we have the American 727-200 also making a flight to DFW, and then the American DC-10 just arrived from London Gatwick via Chicago O'Hare. All right, guys, that basically does it for this classic airport update. Again, guys, I hope everyone has a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa, whichever of the holidays that you celebrate. I hope you are enjoying it with friends and or family. And again, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. My two special guests, I think, are on mute. So please go subscribe to Gemini Jets, JXXX, and Bryce's Aviation and Sirens. Do me a favor, subscribe to them. You will not be disappointed. Give them some support. Thank you guys again. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.